Tonight, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's Week 9 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Carolina Panthers.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to historic Baltimore, Maryland and M&T Bank Stadium. But tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here. Things haven't gone exactly according to plan to this point, but boy, you and I down there with them before the game, they were fired up.
And they understand how important this game is. Win this one, they can start to think about a turnaround.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Panthers now for their opening drive. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
Drain down, off play action. And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the runner.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the option, here's Spears. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The numbers for Spears on the ground a week ago. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Here's a give to Spears. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This would be a critical call.
The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They're going for it with the option right. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. Now Jackson. Bateman's got it on the crossing route here. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down. Out of the gun again to Spears. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. Jackson, option right. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Now from the 9, here's second and goal. Here's Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And, oh, it'll be intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And the defense, Charles, they bent a little bit, but they did not break. And then on third and goal there, the huge interception.
Think of the momentum they're carrying with them right now, Brandon, because in their mind, whether they want to admit it or not, they were conceding 3 points. Their goal was to keep them at the end zone, not give up a touchdown. Instead, they give up nothing. What a big-time play and a big-time stop by them.
To throw is Green. Throwing to start the drive. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Looking to throw. Green. That's going to be caught by Richardson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and that'll make it second down. Back to throw. Green. Over the middle to Beckham. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Here's Richardson. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. The numbers for him from a week ago, 22 carries, 97 yards, and a touchdown.
After the last game, they have plenty of reason to be confident in their running game. And even though they're facing a top 10 defense, they're not going to shy away from doing what they do best. Make them adjust to them. Make them stop what they do before they go to any type of a changeup.
Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Green. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 36. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. The Panthers at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. And they come in riding high, just 1 loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
Now Green throwing on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Adafe Owe able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. So maybe just a momentary setback on what's been a great drive so far, but 2nd and 13 here. Looking to throw. Green over the middle here to Donnell. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 3. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very strong last week in that win over Cleveland.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And his kick is right there. It's good, and the Panthers stake claim to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
Baltimore set to take over here for their 2nd possession of the game. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5 as they've got it as we resume action. Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And Andrews going to have a Ravens first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Hand off to Spears. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
If it's not one guy, it's another with this defense. I mean, this is the #1 unit against the rush in the entire NFL. They know how to cover for each other, and yeah, they've got great players. They also have very dependable players, too.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The Spears with another carry. And he's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, but that's about it. Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down. Jackson now. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 4th down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive linemen. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Richardson. Shedding the tackler, that gives him some room. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. His 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The quick strike ability certainly intact there. 2 plays, 80 yards to score it. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Here come the Ravens. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now,
and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. At issue here, does the football make contact with the ground before he secured it? And I think some of these angles are going to give us a pretty good look.
Secured is the important part because the ball can touch the ground, but it can't be loose when it does. So that's what they're going to have to try and figure out.
Now Green throwing to start the drive. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. They'll try the left side. Richardson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. An unfortunate time for the penalty there. That cancels out a positive play from this offense.
Well, not to sound too trite or too accepting, but you and I both know it happens. You got to accept it and move on.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Adafe Owe. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now,
or
very
lights
quickly.
Out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Up the middle they go. It's Richardson, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And they'll accept that penalty. Green To throw on second down. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Green. Over the middle, complete. That's Richardson. And the Panthers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead, and part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for the Ravens returns to the field. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. To throw is Jackson. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Here's Jackson to throw. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be a yard short. A 2-yard pickup leads to 4th and 1. And here's Ryan Wright now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. 2nd down and 3. Back to throw. Green. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love it. He ran a hitch route on 3rd and 6, and normally that's not deep enough to get your 1st down. I'd say he really ran a hitch plus to make sure he got the 1st down yardage. Really intelligent route running.
Yeah, because what do you say? Hitches are normally 1 to 3?
Yeah, somewhere in the neighborhood. You just kind of come off the line of scrimmage and kind of show yourself to the quarterback and say, hey, here I am, present it. He went in and took it far enough downfield to make sure that they had enough yardage to pick up the 1st down.
2 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 37. Looking to throw. Green dancing to his... And oh, he coughed it up. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. And that play just looked a little helter-skelter from the start. That's the risk as a quarterback. Once you take off with that football, you might fumble it, and he did.
And he was going for the reward, which is gaining yardage, breaking down a defense. But you're right about the risk. Always lurking out there, someone always trying to get to the football. Try to find a place to cover up and slide and protect what you've earned.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Jackson. A slant route caught by Bateman. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. They'll set up the screen for Spears. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the 1st half. Now Jackson on 2nd down. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. So we come upon halftime intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. From there, let's head west to see what's going on with the Raiders at home in Las Vegas. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Bryce Young leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Lastly, we're off to the Rocky Mountains, Denver, Colorado. See what's happening with the Broncos. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. The Broncos continue their winning ways as they run their mark to 6-3 with the victory.
right, Coach. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. A very one-sided first half, 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Up come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
And they run the option on second down. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles. End result, though, a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where he'll get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
On first down, it's Richardson. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Green. This is Donnell with a grab. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Richardson. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
On the ground, here's Richardson again. Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll keep it on the ground. Richardson. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Green. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Looking to throw. Green able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Panthers first down, and he'll get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 4th and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richardson, and they'll get him down right around the 16. Now 2nd and 9. Up the middle they go. It's Richardson. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Back to throw. Green. Throw is caught by Schoonmaker. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Now here's the Panthers special teams unit to try a field goal for 3. This one from 35 yards away. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, after that last sequence, they're sitting pretty comfortably. They force the fumble, get the field goal, and expand on that lead here in the second half.
And don't expect them to rest on their laurels after that kick either. They'll keep their effort up until the final whistle. They don't consider any lead safe.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. We're in Baltimore, 3rd quarter action, 2nd and 10. They'll run with Spears, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll run on 1st down. Richardson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Richardson. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Justin Matabike. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. Here's the Panthers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
On second down, Jackson, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's interesting going into this game. There was so much talk from both sides about who would control the line of scrimmage. I think we've seen who has it in this one so far.
Well, they bottled him up. He's barely averaging over 3 yards a carry right now.
Jackson to Bateman there for the Baltimore first.
On first down, Randall. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On second down, here's Jackson.
He finds Bateman over the middle.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it makes it third down and 2 yards to go.
And now a run with Spears.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a pickup of 6.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Two first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson.
That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 24-yard line. 15 yards there on the catch and run. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
To throw again is Jackson.
And that one behind his receiver and incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's a run by Spears.
Shifts free at the 15.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run.
They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Right back to Spears.
And here he'll get it down to the 7.
56 yards rushing for him now to this point.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up. And
that is caught. It's Bateman for a Raven touchdown. Rashad Bateman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are finally on the board here in the fourth quarter. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here are the Panthers now as their offense comes back out onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Richardson, and he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. Richardson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Green. Man open. That's Jamar Chase complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. Off the play fake. Green. And he will find his man Chase complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. That catch for his career is number 589, so 11 away from 600, but it also right now ties him with Hall of Famer Fred Biletnikoff.
And we remember Fred Biletnikoff well because of the way he went about his business in catching the football. And we're seeing something similar here. Someone who runs precise routes, has excellent hands, and knows how to get the ball to the end zone.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Try to take this home, they'll run. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, 10th on the year. And the Panthers have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there, as that's batted down and incomplete.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He's going to let it fly. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
Now the offense for the Panthers here getting the football back. And this one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now they'll try to polish things off in the 4th. They start on the ground. It's Richardson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They'll run again with Richardson. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 3rd and 3.
So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And it was their defense that really paved the way to this victory as they allowed the 1 touchdown, and that was all she wrote.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game, shut down the run, control the airways, right? Make sure the quarterback is harassed. This type of performance you get. They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
So for the Panthers,
they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory.
And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.